Hello everybody, I'm back for another rant video. I haven't done a rant in a while, so I have a fresh one for you. Well, fresh, if you consider 20 minutes ago fresh. I'm sitting here in the parking lot at a shopping mall. Every morning I try to walk at least a half an hour. Sometimes I do 45 minutes, sometimes even an hour. But I was going through my usual walk today, and something happened which I really can't stand, And I know I made another video on this. It wasn't about me walking in a shopping mall. It was about me just walking on a beautiful sunny day in the spring or the summer, and this happened on a street. But anyway, as I'm walking in the mall, I noticed there's an older couple, and they've got a dog. They got a dog, and luckily it's on a leash. And they're walking in the mall. First of all, I don't get that, I personally don't think dogs should be allowed in the mall to be walked. That's just me. I know a lot of people out there are real dog lovers, and I am not a dog hater. I always say that there's nothing that touches me more than a nice friendly pup that is, jumps up on you, wags its tail, is happy, wants to lick your face. I love good dogs, but dogs that are a problem give me a problem, and rightly so. Now, as I'm walking in the mall, I see this couple. They got their dog, and I see they're coming. We're going opposite directions. I'm going one way, they're coming towards me the other way. Right away, my antenna goes up. Right away, my adrenaline goes up just a notch. I have to stop what I'm doing, my casual stroll, and I have to realize there's a dog here. Is it a good dog? Is it a bad dog? I don't know. First of all, that in and of itself, the fact that I have to be concerned and I have to be on the lookout is something that I shouldn't have to experience when I'm trying to do a nice, relaxing morning walk. But okay, I start walking. They're coming towards me. The first time, there was no problem. We just passed each other, and it was great. I thought, oh, that dog's okay. That dog's not a problem. Good. So I walked around the mall, they walked around the mall. The second time we came together, all of a sudden, for no reason, the dog starts taking a leap at me. And it wasn't that it was trying to, get my scent or sniff me or trying to be friendly. It was trying to take an attack at me. For no reason. The first time it didn't happen. It happened the second time. So right away, luckily for me, the man who was walking the dog and had the leash had the presence of mind enough to grab its head like that, Now, there's been times where somebody's so relaxed walking their dog or engrossed in conversation or these days on their phones that sometimes the leash may slip out of their hands. Luckily for me, that didn't happen. Had it happened, I think I would have got a bite on my leg, okay? But my first instinct, my blood, pressure went up, the adrenaline went up, and I said something like, hey, I don't need this when I'm trying to walk, okay? And I think that was a perfectly legitimate gut reaction without having time to think. Just what is it called? Fight or flight response. It was just immediate reaction. And I don't need that, For the record, you would have thought that by realizing they kind of ticked somebody off and maybe it's not such a good idea to have their dog in here, you think they would have left them all. Oh no. I encountered them at least 2 more times as they were going around. And one time I decided to just snap a picture, or take a little tiny bit of video, whatever, but it's about 5-6 seconds. It was nothing I'm going to use, really, just to make a point here. But really, folks, look, I know you love your dog. Not everybody loves your dog. You know what I mean? I wish you'd understand that. But I will love your dog if they're friendly a lot more than if they're not, I mean, I don't know what else to say, a lot of times I go to visit my girlfriend's family, and they love dogs. They got 2 dogs, golden retrievers, sweet as hell. I would say that they can't sometimes just stop jumping on you and giving you affection. I mean, there comes a time too when it's, okay, thank you, that was nice. Hey, puppy, yeah, now lie down. Lie down for a half an hour. Give me a rest. But they're sweet dogs. But my point is, get your freaking dog out of the mall, will you, when people are trying to walk, And this wasn't the only dog. There was at least one other person I saw with a smaller dog that seemed to be totally harmless, but, nothing happened there. But there were at least 2 dogs in the mall this morning. Folks, I can't take it, really. The whole thing is, okay, nothing happened this time. Something could happen to somebody else or me the next time. And who the hell needs that? But even though nothing happened, even though it worked out all right, I did have a moment where I had to, instead of enjoying my walk, I had to be like, I had to have a moment of being startled. I had to have a moment where I kind of had my routine and my stride wrecked because you wanted to walk your dog in the mall around people. You know what I mean? Rant over for today.